Hey everybody, Bohush here for GoToughGear.com and Fotodiox Pro. In this video, we're going to look at, or I guess listen to, improved audio from your GoPro camera. There's not a lot to complain about with these amazing little cameras, but folks do get a little bit crabby about the audio quality. It's no surprise really, because the microphone on the camera is a little hole that's drilled into the body of the camera itself, and then you're stuffing it into an all-plastic enclosure, not the recipe for good sound. Now, I'm sure one day GoPro will come up with some sort of wireless, waterproof thing that beams audio right into the camera, even in its enclosure. But even once that happens, there are going to be times where you want a better microphone attached to your GoPro. And you want to get to choose what that microphone is, not some kind of proprietary thing. So I'm going to show you how you can attach an external microphone to the GoPro right now. And we've got a couple pieces of gear that are going to help us get there. Of course, you need the camera itself. You're going to need a skeleton housing from GoPro. It's the same as the waterproof housing, it just has holes in the sides so you can get at the ports of the camera. You're going to need this little cable, which is mini USB on one end, and then an 1/8 inch plug on the other end. GoPro sells this themselves under their own brand, or you can save a couple bucks and you can find the same thing on eBay. I think I paid like $6, $7 for this little cable. And then the microphone we're going to be using is the Aputure V-Mic. It's a nice compact shotgun mic, has a built-in shock-resistant mount, and you can angle this guy in a number of different ways. And it comes with the Dead Cat, which is this sound baffle if you're in a windy environment or you're running around. It runs off batteries, so you don't have to worry about sucking too much power out of the GoPro camera. You know that these things aren't really great on battery life. And also it's got a bass roll-off switch. So if you're somewhere kind of windy or you're in a car and you want to just cut the rumble, you just flip the switch and you're going to be able to cut off some of those rumbly bass frequencies right on the microphone itself. Now there's nowhere to mount a microphone on the GoPro housing itself, so we're going to use the GoTough grip, which is an all-metal grip that has space for the camera. It mounts onto a tripod if you want, and it's got this, the accessory shoe. So let's put it all together. I'll show you just how simple this is. Let's pop the lens cap off the camera. Now remember, the enclosure is no longer waterproof once it's skeleton housing because it's got all these access ports and stuff. Now I removed the glass from this enclosure, the glass that's built in, and instead I put a Wonderpana Go filter system on the front. And I've got a UV haze filter here to protect the lens of my actual camera. Okay, there's the camera inside. Now we're just going to mount the cable. That just flies in there. And just the act of plugging in to the USB port means that when we power up the microphone, it's going to be looking for audio here on this jack. So whatever microphone you've got and you plug in here, that's what's going to be feeding into the camera itself. So let's put this guy on our rig. There's a little tripod screw built into the GoTough grip itself. And remember, it's all metal, so you don't have to be afraid of bonking it around a little bit. And now we're going to use the accessory shoe, and we'll install our mic. Okay, so the Aputure V-Mic is installed. All we do is connect these two guys. And now that means when I turn the camera on, you'll hear those little beeps. There we go, it's come to life. Now, when I start recording, it's going to be recording, you know, the video is going to come in the same old way, but it's going to be picking up audio from this microphone. So we're going to take our setup here outside. Let's have some playtime, and we will connect and disconnect the microphone so you can hear the difference between the GoPro's built-in audio and how good your GoPro videos can sound using the V-Mic from Aputure. Okay, so here's our rig setup in action. This is the Fotodiox test track, and yes, that is a joke and a pun. So I'm holding the GoTough grip all rigged up at arm's length, filming myself, and you're hearing the Aputure V-Mic in action right now. We're gonna switch over right now to the audio that would be coming from the raw camera on its own without an external mic. So here's the exact same setup, just using the microphone built into the GoPro itself. And I imagine you're hearing quite a little bit of difference, aren't you? Okay, now this is the V-Mic from Aputure again, and I'm doing a walk and talk with better audio, I'd say. Now here's the exact same setup using the internal microphone on the GoPro. Well, I hope you agree that the difference is like night and day between, sealed up GoPro audio and the kind of audio you can get when you use a microphone like the Aputure V-Mic. Now, it's cool to be able to record any kind of audio when you're underwater, and I have found that with just a little bit of EQ, you can get very usable results out of the GoPro's underwater enclosure audio. But if you really want to hear what you're filming, you're on dry land, you're in a car, you're doing an interview, let's say, this is a great little compact setup. You've got the microphone, you've got the GoTough grip, and you just need this little teeny piece of cable that's going to make it all possible. A lot of race car guys, for example, they want to be able to hear the sound of the engine, and this is a great way to do that. So if you want to learn more about these items, just click the links down below this video. You'll see more details about each and every piece of gear that we talked about here. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more videos like this one coming your way soon. My name's Bohush. Thanks for watching.